Hi, Assalamualaikum. This is video number 3 for chapter 3. So for this video, we want to see on how to develop questionnaire, because for your report, you have to construct and distribute questionnaire, okay, to collect the data. Okay. Um, okay, so I've already told you in the second video, in order to collect data, we can use primary data or secondary data. Okay, so primary research technique, primary data is where you can do survey and interviews, okay, survey or observation, okay, or experiment. Okay, survey is used to obtain specific information from your respondent. Okay, so for a survey to produce valid result, it must be based on a representative sample of the population of interest. Meaning that when you construct, when you distribute the questionnaire, okay, when you conduct the survey, it must represent the sample from the whole population who involved with the situation or the problems that you study. Okay. Okay, guidelines to effective survey. First, must provide clear instructions. Okay, for example, when you prepare the questionnaire, you have to make sure that the respondents know what to do. Okay, if you want them to answer all the questions, so you have to specifically write the clear information. Okay, keep the questionnaire or survey short and easy to answer. Ask only questions that are relevant to your research. Okay, too many questions will get people frustrated and quit before finishing, because when you receive questionnaire for you to answer, if you see that there's a lot of question, you will feel boring and you don't have the motivation to answer. People don't want to spend their time on answering such a long questionnaire. So you just ask a question which you think related and important for you. Okay, whenever possible, formulate questions to provide answers that are easy to analyze. Don't burden yourself, meaning that when you construct the questionnaire, get the question, try to ask the question which is easier for you later on to analyze. Mean that the answer your respondent give is something that easy for you to calculate. Okay, numbers of facts are easier to summarize than opinion. If you ask your respondent to, for each question, give opinion, give long answer, so it will be difficult for you to generate the result. Okay. Avoid leading questions. Okay, questions that lead to a particular answer will bias your survey. Okay, don't ask question which in your question you kind of give the a clue what actually the answer that you are looking for. Okay, example. Okay, do you prefer that we stay open in the evenings for customer convenience? Okay, so in this question you clearly that state that you have the intention that you want to open in the evening, so you're hoping to get a yes as the answer. Okay, instead you can ask what time of day do you normally do your shopping, so your respondent will answer whether they do it in the morning, evening, afternoon, and so on, so they don't have uh, the picture or the idea actually what time do you want to open your shop. Okay. Avoid ambiguous questions. Okay, do you shop online often? Okay, so how to interpret often? Okay, is it considered as every day, as often? Okay, once a day, every month, or every week? Okay, so it's not clear, and your respondent not really sure about the terms that you use. Okay. Ask only one question at a time. In one sentence, in one question, only ask one question. Okay. Do you read books and magazines? Okay. So if you ask this question, do you read books and magazine? It will be easier for the respondent to answer yes if he reads both books and magazine, or no if he didn't read book or magazine neither. But what if the respondent only read books but not magazine, or vice versa? So how the respondent gonna answer the question? Okay, so you should, if you want to ask about book, okay, so you just write book. Okay, maybe for magazine you can ask in different question. Okay, make the survey adaptive. Okay, adapt the question sequence based on audience responses. So when you construct the questionnaire, okay, when you outline the questionnaire, to make sure it's the sequence according to the sequence. Okay. Okay, forms of questions used in survey. We have so many forms. Okay, we can use either or questions. Okay, for your survey, you can use multiple choice, open-ended, fill-in question, or short answer question, skills, ranking, or checklist. Okay, you can choose any forms. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is the either or question. Okay, the simplest form of questionnaire. Okay, for example, did you move to the city to find a better job? Yes or no? So the respondent will choose whether the answer is yes or no. Okay. Next, we have the multiple choice question. Offers a variety of responses from which to choose. Okay, which of the following statements describe your reasons for living in the village? Okay, so the respondent will choose which one. So maybe the respondent can choose more than one. Okay, or only one. So you give the specific instruction. Okay. Open-ended question, okay, to solicit opinions and suggestions from your respondents. Okay, however, it is time-consuming. Okay, open-ended question meaning that you ask the question, okay, and you didn't provide the answer, so for the answer, the respondent have to fill in. They have to write, okay, or they have to type. Okay, why do you like to live in the village? Okay, so the respondent have to type. Okay, however, it's very time consuming for both parties, for you and also for your respondent. Okay, if you want to do this type of question, I suggest only one or two questions at the end of your questionnaire. Maybe you ask for suggestions to improve. Okay, or opinion. Okay, but not all the question will be the open-ended, because usually the respondent don't like this type of question, open-ended, because they have to write. Okay. Fill in questions. Okay. This form of questions requires your respondents to give short replies. Okay. For example, how many years have you been living in village? Okay, so respondent can write maybe 3 years, okay, 5 years. How many times in a year do you go to the city? So it's easy. Okay. Skills, okay, used to measure the intensity of feelings, agreement or disagreement. Okay, you can use the 5 Likert scale: strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree. Like when you answer for your SUFO or for your any questionnaire. Okay, usually we will use the 5 Likert scale here. So the respondent will tick. Okay. You can also use ranking. Okay. If it's suitable for your questionnaire, maybe not all the question. Okay, maybe one or two question, you can use the ranking. Requires respondent to number a list of variables according to its importance or personal preference. Okay, which of the following towns do you prefer to work in? So the respondent will rank, put the rank in the box. Okay, however, you have to give specific instructions that you need the respondent to rank. You can also conduct the interview. So that's it for the questionnaire. Okay, you can also conduct the interview for your primary data. Okay, getting information straight from experts. Okay, there are two types of question: the open-ended or the closed question. The open-ended means that you invite the expert, the respondent, to offer opinions, insights, and information. Meaning that you ask the question, and then the respondent will respond, will answer using their own words. Okay, for the closed question, okay, you elicit specific question, yes or no. Okay, you give out the question, so you want the respondent to choose whether it's yes or no, agree, don't agree. Okay. However, for you to conduct the interview, for it to be effective, you have to plan your interview. Okay, analyze the purpose, why you need to conduct the interview. Okay, you need to learn about the person. You're going to interview, you have to set the appointment. Okay, you have to formulate your ideas. Okay, you have to decide how long the interview gonna be. Okay, you have to list down all the interview questions. Okay, provide a list of questions in a day or two before the interview. Okay, check the question whether it's relevant or not to us. Okay, and you can tape recording so that you, after the interview session is done, then you can check back the recording. Okay. Tips for producing good interview questions: think about sequence, meaning that your your questions you put into sequence so that it will be in match with the respondent's answer. Okay, rate your questions and highlight the ones you really need answers to. If you can find the answer through other, for example, website or from your own reading, then maybe you don't want to ask the respondent. Okay, ask smart question. Okay, the question must be related. Okay, limit the number of questions, not too much questions. Okay, and also edit your questions so it be appropriate to us. Okay, however, for your assignment, I want you to focus to do the questionnaire. No need to do the interview, just the questionnaire. Okay, so that's it for chapter 3. I hope this chapter will help you in preparing the assignment. Okay, so good luck for your assignment. Thank you for listening.